Most AI tools save you time videos are lying to you. They show you a tool that saves you 90 seconds on a task you do once a month. Today, I'm only covering tools that save actual hours on tasks you do every single week. Let's get into it. Before we start, one honest note. None of these tools are magic, and every single one of them still needs you to check the output. What makes this list different is that each tool removes an entire category of manual work, not just a small step inside it. That's the difference between saving minutes and saving hours. Let's go through all 6. Number 1, AI coding agents. If you write code for a living, or even just occasionally, tools like Claude Code and similar agentic coding assistants have moved past simple autocomplete. Instead of suggesting the next line while you type, these tools can take a well-defined task, implement it across multiple files, write and run tests, and iterate on the result before handing it back to you for review. The time savings show up most clearly on the tasks that are well specified but tedious. Things like implementing a feature you've already planned out, writing a batch of tests for existing code, or refactoring a pattern across a code base. Those are exactly the tasks that used to eat an afternoon in small, repetitive steps. You still need to review what comes back. Agentic tools are not a replace your judgment button, but the difference between typing every line yourself and reviewing a completed first draft is a real hours-level shift for a lot of engineering work. Number 2, Notebook LM, Google's research tool. If your job involves reading through a stack of documents, reports, or sources and pulling out what actually matters, this is built specifically for that. You upload your sources, PDFs, docs, transcripts, even YouTube videos, and Notebook LM answers questions and generates summaries grounded specifically in what you gave it, with citations pointing back to the exact source. The feature most people know it for is Audio Overview, which turns your uploaded sources into a podcast-style conversation between 2 AI hosts discussing your material. And in the more recent version, you can actually interrupt the conversation with a follow-up question and get an answer pulled from your sources on the spot. If you've ever had to skim 20 PDFs before a meeting, or catch up on a research topic during a commute instead of at a desk, this is the tool that turns hours of reading into a focused listening or Q&A session. Just don't skip verifying the source citations on anything you're going to repeat to someone else. Source grounding reduces errors, it doesn't eliminate them. Number 3, AI meeting note takers. Tools like Fireflies and Otter. If you sit in back-to-back meetings and then spend another hour afterward writing up notes and chasing down action items, this category alone can give that hour back. These tools join your call, transcribe it in real time, and automatically pull out decisions, action items, and follow-ups, often pushing them directly into tools like Salesforce, Notion, or Slack, so nothing has to be manually copied over. The genuinely valuable part isn't the transcript itself. It's the fact that you stop having to be the person typing notes during a meeting you're also supposed to be participating in. If your team runs a lot of client calls or sales conversations, this is one of the clearest hour-for-hour trades on this entire list. Number 4, Descript, for anyone editing video or podcast content. Descript's core idea is that you edit video the way you edit a text document. It transcribes your recording, and when you delete a sentence from the transcript, that section disappears from the video automatically. It also has one-click filler word removal, so all your ums and ahs get cut in a single pass, and a voice cloning feature called overdub that lets you fix a flubbed line by typing the correct words instead of re-recording. One independent review testing this on interview-style content found a 60-minute interview that traditionally takes 3 to 6 hours to edit on a timeline dropped to somewhere around 45 minutes to an hour and a half inside Descript. Individual results will vary depending on your content and how heavily you edit, but the pattern holds. Transcript-based editing removes an enormous chunk of the manual timeline scrubbing that traditional editing requires. Number 5, AI spreadsheet co-pilots. Whether it's a cloud-based assistant working inside Excel or another AI layer built into your spreadsheet tool, this category focuses on the parts of spreadsheet work that eat time without requiring much actual thinking. Building formulas from a plain language description, cleaning up messy or inconsistently formatted data, and explaining what an existing complicated formula is actually doing. If you've ever spent 30 minutes fighting with a nested formula that someone else built 2 years ago, or manually cleaning a CSV export before you could even start your real analysis, this is the category built to remove exactly that kind of friction. It's not going to replace real financial judgment or model design, but it noticeably shortens the mechanical setup work that usually happens before the real analysis even begins. And number 6, Gamma for presentations. Gamma takes a text prompt, an outline, or even an existing document and turns it into a structured, designed slide deck, typically in well under a minute for the first draft. It uses a card-based format rather than a traditional fixed 16:9 slide, which some people love for how well it works when shared as a link instead of presented live, and others find takes some getting used to if you need pixel-perfect alignment with the traditional PowerPoint template. Either way, the time savings are real for the first draft stage, going from a blank deck to a structured, reasonably designed starting point in under a minute, instead of the hour or more it usually takes to build even a rough outline from scratch. So that's 6 tools, and notice the pattern across all of them. None of them are about doing a task 10% faster. Each one removes an entire step you used to have to do manually: transcribing, formatting, drafting, note-taking, editing, and hands you a reviewable first draft instead. That's the real difference between a tool that saves you minutes and one that saves you hours. One last honest thing before you go try any of these. AI output in every single one of these categories still needs a human check. Coding agents can misunderstand a task. Research tools can misread a source. Meeting notes can miss context. And slide decks can generate confident-sounding nonsense if you don't review it. The time these tools save comes from skipping the manual first draft, not from skipping your judgment on the final result. If this kind of no-fluff breakdown is useful to you, do me a favor, follow this page and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to keep testing tools like this and telling you honestly which ones actually save hours and which ones are just good marketing. So that's 6 AI tools that genuinely save hours instead of minutes. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to try first, or if there's a tool you think deserves a spot on this list. I'll see you in the next one.